Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm jumping on. I haven't been on all week. I'm jumping on with a weekly energy reading for you. The dates are going to be the 4th of March going through to the 10th of March. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm going to check in. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to do a past, present and a future read. So if we have a look at what's gone on over this last week, let's pull 3 cards. Okay, I'm not going to look just yet. Let's pull 3 cards for the energy now. Let's get one more for this row. And then let's have a look at moving into, this upcoming week. Wow, the cards all of a sudden feel a lot lighter. Okay. So maybe not such a heavy week coming up. Oh, there was 3 that come out there. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Well, we're talking about love. The emotion of love here. Okay, with the Page of Cups. So let's have a look at what's gone on over this last week. We have the Queen of Cups, the 7 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is, well, if the energy the underlying energy is love, and we have the Queen of Cups, so she is the female queen of this suit. And then there's a decision that needs to be made. Now this is the universe offering, but I feel like I want to say about offering this Queen of Cups the world. Okay, this weekend's energy. Well, there's the 6 of Pentacles, so some balancing has gone out. Well, yeah, giving and receiving, I was going to say. Okay, so that's what's gone on. So whoever this is involving, over this weekend, there's been a lot of balancing that's been going on. And this is with the Pentacles. Here's somebody wanting to speak the truth. With the 6 of Pentacles there would have been balancing out of cutting out things that no longer serve. Maybe that's why the energy moving into, this week is feeling lighter. We've got the Chariot. This is about feeling balanced in your masculine, feminine energy. This is the universe giving you a little nudge. Willpower, courage, strength, determination. And so looking into this week that's coming up, wow, balanced. So this could be reconciliation. The Temperance card here is you need to be in this state of being balanced so that you can move on towards your dreams. And that's what that is. It's a reason to celebrate. Okay, that's a happy home, happy community, happy life. And the Page of Wands. This is somebody who wants to communicate passionately. Well, they are in love. So I'm feeling from this story, last week, this Queen of Cups has been on the minds of this immature page who is in love. And a decision needs to be made about whether or not, I want to say, yeah, it's like this needs to be offered to be able to balance out the scales. Because then we go on to the scales are now balanced. The truth has been spoken and things have been cut out. Still a bit armoured up over the weekend. That's just kind of like your protection. When you're speaking your truth, you can be quite armoured up, defensive, but strong. And then we're looking into next week and you're very well balanced. Moving in definitely the right direction. There is time and reason to celebrate. That younger energy as well here with the page. So a passionate and loving page. Okay. I'm going to pull a... no, let's clarify them. I've got the Psychic Tarot. I gave all these cards a real good shuffle before I came on camera. So, all right, let's get... I'm losing my voice. Okay. So speaking the truth there in the middle. I want to just really tap into the story. It was the Ace of Pentacles that kind of threw me to start with, because I felt as if it was like this page here, who's obviously passionate and in love, wants to offer this Queen of Cups the world. That's kind of what came through. The power, so the strength. Okay, I'm going to get some more. And then we have the Devil and obstacles and challenges with the Seven of Cups. What's this Ace of Pentacles about? Recognition and reward. That's the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so what I really read from this past energy, with the power, it's having the strength actually to approach this Queen of Cups. And it looks like the decision needs to be made, but we have the Devil and obstacles and challenges in the way, which is kind of getting in the way of this decision being made. The Ace of Pentacles. This is the universe offering you abundance, prosperity. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, about working with like-minded people, which I'm going to feel is this Queen of Cups. That's where you feel rewarded, recognised. Six of Pentacles is balancing out. Let's have a look. The Towers here. So this is a weekend energy. And we have a disruption. Well, we have the balancing out of the scales. So things being taken care of over the weekend. Truths are being spoken. Things are being cut out so that these scales can balance. And like I said, a lot of willpower and determination. The Tower. It's like the scales had to be balanced out. That was the disruption this weekend. Okay, Queen of Swords. But speaking the truth, the universe. So this is the World card. Wrapping up cycles so that new ones can begin. I was just thinking about the world with the offering of the world, but I'm not putting it together with this card. When you put this card with the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords cuts out things that no longer serve her. She speaks her truth. The universe card here is you can't move on to a new beginning until you've wrapped up old cycles. That's where the balancing of the scales is. This is where the truth's being spoken and things are being cut out. So it looks like this cycle really has, the disruption over here is bringing the balance in. And then we have the Chariot with the willpower. And there's suffering in silence. So this is kind of like an unfounded fear. It's that armoured up energy. And there is the Devil and obstacles and challenges which have kind of gone on over the last week. And we have the suffering in silence here. Well, it looks like the the truth has been spoken here. It's like kind of the end of suffering in silence. And then moving on to next week, there's Temperance, which is, and that does take patience to bring the balance and to be able to speak your truth. I wanted to say there's no reason for anybody to be suffering in silence. That's more to do with communication. and the fear of communicating. So let's have a look at this Temperance. Spiritual strength. Okay, so following your spiritual guidance, it's like you're being supported, which with Temperance, this is the universe here stepping in, helping you to balance out those energies. And there's your guidance. And it's guiding you towards the Four of Wands, which is a very happy life, happy outcome. This is moving on to next week. So looking very balanced, spiritually strong, moving in the right direction. There's the Hangman. But in this pack, it's called the Sacrifice. So this is time to, I won't say take care of you. With this Devil energy and the obstacles and challenges, the suffering in silence, and now you've got the spiritual strength, it really is an inner knowing. And it's like you face the devil, you face the fear. Sacrifice is silence no more. Okay, Page of Wands. Let's finish this off on this last card. This very young, passionate energy. Moving on. So this page is now wanting to move on. It's time. It's like seeing the light with the Sacrifice here. It's time. Bottom of the deck, patience and planning. It's time, seeing the light. Patience with the Temperance. Decisions wanting to be made here over the last week, but then we have the Devil and obstacles and challenges. This is about it just being the right time. It's like harvest time. Okay. Right, let's take each of these rows to have a little bit of a deeper look. I'm going to pull a card from the Oracle of Shadows and Light, just because we have the Devil energy and obstacles, challenges, all with making this decision. With the Strength, okay. We've got two. I wasn't really wanting to read two. Let's have a look what they are. From death comes rebirth. I am Kali. And what comes around, the three fates. Okay, I'm just going to read the divination message to these cards. Let's find the book. Let's start off with I am Kali. So this is looking at the energy of the week that's just passed. So let's have a look at the divination message on what the energy was. Working with Kali is extremely powerful, but it is work we all do and all must do. If you have drawn this card, you are working with the energy of the fire, of the dancing mother goddess, who will teach you how to go through the change you've been resisting and feeling was too much, and who will purify and change everything. You must not stay still with this energy. Movement is essential for working with her, and her fierce nature is in fact a test of your own strength. Can you do what needs to be done and still dance? Can you rejoice in the purification of stale energy? Can you walk forward without hesitating? Can you say yes to what will come for you on the other side of Kali's fire? And will you wear your lessons proudly as she does her necklace, and know that this death is an incarnation within an incarnation, a new life within this lifetime, born of fire? Okay. And then we have what comes around with the three fates. Card number 26. Okay, that would do. You may have been enjoying your own life's reruns lately, wallowing through the memories and feeling sad, bittersweet, and nostalgic about the good old days, whenever they were exactly. You know what? It's fine to muse on the past. Your memories are precious and do need to be tended, but it's another thing altogether to be filled with regret, wishing you'd done things differently. Life is a constant do over. You get a fresh chance every second you are alive. So stop beating yourself up. You have an opportunity to heal, to clear, to no longer feel sad about the same thing anymore. You can do things differently. You are not a prisoner of how they have always been done. What you have done, even if you judge it to be a mistake, can be reworked and learned from. That is its wisdom. You are so not alone. We all have karmic lessons, themes, stories that seem to repeat. Learn from this. Be aware of what is taking place as a fateful encounter to master life. If you take this approach, you'll be all the richer for learning, wise, free, and able to help others too. Okay, I'm seriously losing my voice, okay. It was absolutely fine before I came on. Let's get this message out. So it looks like over this last week there has been this kind of fighting this devil energy, and there comes this rebirth from death. So kind of like this done-in energy, knowing that if we don't wrap up cycles, okay, then they will just keep come back around until you do learn the lesson and you move on. And it spoke about this because the lessons are worn here around her neck, okay, and it spoke here about things don't have to be the same. You just need to learn the lesson and then move on. So let's get some... No, I'm going to move on to the next row. And then I think I'll just pull some... well, we're into the present energy. So we have a disruption over the weekend, bringing this balance in, speaking truths, cutting out things no longer serve you. We've got the world with wrapping up cycles so new ones can begin. I believe this ending to this suffering in silence. Feeling a bit armoured up this weekend. Okay, let's have a look at the enchanted map and see where on the journey you are. Encouragement. I love that because I said to you that this was like a little nudge from the divine. So you're being encouraged now to speak your truth, to bring balance, to wrap up these cycles. Card number 54. Can't see it great, sorry. Okay. Okay, it's the last card in this deck. So you are receiving a nudge in the right direction. And you can see that because moving on to this week, I said it does feel like you are going in the right direction. So this card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. Okay. Perfect. That nudge there with the Chariot card. That's what the disruption is. The universe has stepped in now to really allow you to wrap up these cycles. I think most importantly, allow you to be able to speak your truth. So let's have a look at moving on into this week that's coming up. So we have spiritual strength with this temperance here, having the patience, remaining balanced, moving in the right direction towards your dreams, and knowing that there's going to be reason to celebrate and the sacrifice has been made. Moving on now, following your passion and your love. I'm going to get some archangel guidance for this and do some oracle cards. Because we've had a look at the past and then we've had a look at the present energy. So let's pull some oracle cards on moving on to this week. And I suppose we'll start the weekly reading. Okay. Well, it says victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Then we have hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. And we have crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Excuse me. I'm going to read a postcard from Spirit. Whenever I pull a hello from heaven card, I like to do that. So I'm not sure how much talking I'm going to be able to do. I didn't have these cards out, so just bear with me because I've put my books. Let's get a postcard from Spirit. Okay. Right, let's give them a shuffle. So the archangel guidance was victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered, and have faith. Moving in the right direction. Okay. Hello from heaven, which I'm just going to put another message for that one. And we have crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Okay. So let's get a card from here. There's a nice butterfly on the front of that just caught my eye. Oh, I can't read what the writing says, but I believe it might say at the bottom there, you are magical. Okay. The message. Dear you, there is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life. Go with the flow, and in no time you'll reach what you have your heart and hope set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents. When it's time for a greater effort, you'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right there with you, with our little umbrella drink smiling at your success. Love you so very much. Okay. Spoke a lot about the balance. There is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. And that's exactly what here is about, balancing out those scales. And here the cups being balanced out. So that's like kind of the pentacles. So finances, your security being balanced out with the spiritual. So with love. Okay. Let's pull some more oracle cards. Messages from your angels. Okay, it's thrown this in here. Okay, we'll find out more. It says caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. Okay, let's get a few more cards and see why this caution is warranted here. It says you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. What's just jumping to me is that you feel that you're being nudged in a certain direction. I want to say make sure that you follow that and that you're not swayed around, because there is that devil energy that it has been around and will probably still, you know, be sticking around for a while to test you. But it looks like you're really being able to face that now. There is still this suffering in silence, so caution is warranted. I'm going to get one more. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So I feel that this is your own block. You might not speak your truth. You might not go in the direction that you're going to be nudged into. You've been suffering in silence with the Chariot here, so being quite armoured up. Plus the immature energy of being in love and having all this passion. Okay. Let's ask the romance angels. And then I'm going to finish on a Rumi message. Yeah, I want to say kind of don't ignore the nudge. Okay. We've got 3 here. So the first one that's come out is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. These are great cards for the romance angel to kick out, really. It's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Definitely going in the right direction, even though you might not be feeling it, but it's going to be worth waiting for. There's a patience and planning here. And there's been the challenges. There's been a rebirth. It looks like there could have been quite a bit of what comes around goes around as well. So about having to really bring this balance, wrapping up cycles. But divine timing is here. And it's like it's at work in your love life. So even though you may not feel you're going in the right direction, you are. It's like follow the nudge. Follow the nudge. You can't follow a nudge, can you? Go with the flow. Go with the flow. That's what the card said. Go with the flow. Let's end on a Rumi message. The Cloak of Christ. It's card number 4. I won't hold this up for the whole of the message. Just the first bit. Okay, let's get this so you can... Okay, that's pretty cool there, I think. Get a bit closer. Okay. In the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the King's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. My sacred brother, he who shares my heart and yours, beating as one in harmony with the great unending love, brings you the mantle of his protection. Do you imagine that there is any part of your life, of your body, of your soul that is outside the realm of his divine love and protection? Offer all to him, leaving nothing cast aside. He and I together receive you absolutely, without condition now. The compassion born out of our own struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. We have been through the same journey you are taking now, sweet divine soul. In oneness with the divine heart, we know of your efforts and your struggles. So what is bestowed upon you now is the restoration of forgiveness, of kindness, of mercy. My sacred brother speaks to you. He shall receive your darkness and your light, the angel of your heart and the demon of your fear. Nothing is greater than my brother's love for you. Nothing is greater than my holy passion for you. Take refuge under the cloak of Christ, the mantle of my sacred brother, and know that you are held in our loving sanctuary. A little bit of drink left. I'm going to read the rest of the message now, but I spoke about you having the protection here. It's like you're being supported through this. And I said with this last row, like moving into next week, the cards were feeling lighter when I shuffled them. So, which makes me believe the energy's been quite dense. And just this feeling of tiredness. I know myself, I've actually been in my element this week. So I've taken a week off and I've gone back to connecting with the earth. I'm an earth sign. So I've been connecting with nature and taking that time, because you can feel when you're needing to disconnect, when you're tired. And this is just really what this is just picking up with the first sentence. So, you are tired, beloved. Your soul has been ravaged inside and out, and you are succumbing to struggle that is not karmic or necessary, but a symptom of fatigue and weariness of heart, mind, body and soul. That which plagues you, whether something specific or a general nagging, malaise or anxiety you cannot quite pin down, is not as powerful as you fear. You are being given a grace here and now that it may be overcome. Remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion and a sign that you need respite, sanctuary and restoration. They are not a sign that something must be done so much as a sign that something must be received, allowed. That something is healing made possible through the divine protection. In this instance, protection is bestowed through the cloak of the Christ. This cloak is a sacred container that places your body and soul within the loving energy of the Christ consciousness. This unconditionally loving energy is not limited to the being bearing its name, but is shared by Rumi and many other holy ones. It is typified by wholeness. There is nothing within you that would cause the Christ to turn away from you, not even those parts of you that may fill you with fear, shame, guilt, or regret. He and Rumi are sacred brothers, loving and supportive of each other, and they see your soul as one of their family, one of their own. You are so loved by them both equally and without measure. Can you allow yourself to take refuge in this knowledge, to feel it not only as an idea, nourishing as that is, but as a visceral reality where you complete the honouring sacred ritual and allow yourself to feel the peace and receive healing? The knowledge of the Christ's unconditional love for you is a safe place, a place to fall into when you are struggling. It is a sacred container for your healing process, an energetic field that is stronger and more enduring than even the greatest fears or doubts. The purpose of this sacred container is to provide you with a feeling of being held, especially for those times when you are feeling that you cannot hold yourself. Sometimes we just need permission to break down, to really let go, to come apart and be disassembled, so that we can break through, be lifted up, and come together in a new, more spiritually coherent and loving form to move forward. For you, this is essential. There is a person, place, thing or belief that has come to be like a manacle around your wrist or an iron ball and leg iron, preventing you from moving forward with the grace you have earned spiritually. You are being empowered here to shed that. Don't hesitate. Let yourself be cloaked in the Christ energy and receive the spiritual assistance you deserve now. There is a reason for this. The unfolding of your life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. Just remember that whenever we are asked to release something, it is because the divine wishes to fill our hearts and hands with more. Do not hold on to scraps for fear that the feast will be denied to you. Use your nose. Smell the feast awaiting you. Okay. Sorry, I just missed out a sentence because it spoke about if we pulled another card with this one, but we didn't. So, I'm going to read the Sacred Honouring Ritual. So it says, open your arms wide above your head and tip your gaze gently up towards the heavens. If you are inside, imagine or intend that you can gaze beyond the physical structure of the ceiling right into the sky that lies above. Lower your arms to prayer position at your heart and say aloud, if possible, Rumi and Jesus Christ, who love me without condition, offer me the cloak of the Christ, the mantle of divine protection now, that I may receive the karmic grace and healing I need through the power and mercy of your presence. Thank you. Sit quietly and imagine you are surrounded by a dark, comforting cloak. You can easily breathe through it. You can easily see light within it or filtering through it if needs be. Or you may feel comfortable in the darkness. Let it be whatever is most relaxing and soothing for you. You may even imagine it to be the night sky dappled with stars wrapping around you. Close your eyes and relax now for as long as feels good. That may be for a minute, for 15 or 20 minutes, or longer. Just be with what feels appropriate and best for you at this time. When you feel you are ready to arise from your rest, simply place your hands at your heart and say thank you. You may notice strong energetic sensations or emotions during this process or in the day following. You may notice repetitive thought patterns that you need to confront and challenge with more loving thoughts. You may have significant dreams in the evening following also. It may be very subtle for you, so much so that you wonder if anything has happened, and if it has worked. It has. The effect will be demonstrated at the right time. Trust. And I just want to go back to those 3 cards that we have from the Romance Angels, which is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. I'm going to leave your message there, guys. The only thing that card, caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. And that to me is just shouting out you have so much spiritual strength around you. It mentioned again in this Sacred Honouring Ritual at the end about hold your hands up to heaven or your head up to heaven. And it says hello from heaven here. Okay, so you're definitely being guided. The caution is be aware, I want to say. Don't ignore it. You are being nudged in the right direction, but it's calling for you to trust and have faith in this situation. But divine timing is at play here. Okay, right guys, have a fantastic week. I will catch up with you all soon. Bye for now.